Hi guys, it's Tracy Newman from the Navigator's Tarot, here to do a few readings for you. We have the general energy report and we'll start with that, I think. General energies for this week. Well, for the week, from now until next week anyway, we'll see how we're doing energetically for the week. Very dull day here today. It is winter though, so can't complain really. I would never have thought it by the last week's goings on, but the world, it would appear, is beginning to awaken. The third eye there is beginning, they're beginning to awaken from the slumber. A lot of people over the last few years have really struggled with what has been put before them, but this week it would appear that with everything that has been going on, I think people are really beginning to see that what they're watching is a movie. For a lot of people, they're really beginning to see that the world is in such turmoil on an emotional level that really there is no recourse but to wake up to what is really going on. There are a few people, there will probably be about 30% that may not make it through. However, generally speaking, the world is waking up and beginning to see that something's not right and something isn't right. Something's rotten in Denmark. Denmark is the whole world, that's it. Something is not quite right. And it would appear that people are really starting to see that in their outer world, they're beginning to see how they fit into the cosmos and how they fit into the world and the structure of the world, and a lot of more people are starting to really open their minds to different possibilities, on every level, on an energetic level, on a mental, intellectual level, and also on a feeling level. The emotions are one of humanity's greatest gifts that they have, and unfortunately are also sought after by many other beings from different planets, and that has been the cause of our downfall for a millennium. My cats are fighting here. Do not start, either of you. Otherwise you go outside. The two Maisies. two cats called Maisie. Anyway, I do digress. We shall go on. And people are starting to find a sense of loyalty too within themselves, and recognizing that really, at the end of the day, there's, in the world that the way it is at the moment, there's so much conflict that really people are starting to see that they cannot trust their medium. They cannot trust other people to tell them how it is in the world, and so a lot of people are beginning to go within and really trying to find their own source of what is the word? I was going to say intellectualism, but it isn't that. It's more their own sense of who they are in the world and not relying on any other source to tell them who they are in this world structure. So there's really starting to be like a certain, I think over the last few years we've gone through a complete identity shift where we've really lost our identity of who we used to believe that we were, And so with everything that's gone on in the last 3 years, I think it's really started to turn people within themselves and finding the answers to everything that they need within themselves. It's all very well to look at the Black Mirror and have them tell you how your world is. And also too, the internet, you can look at that as well. However, neither can be trusted to tell you the absolute truth. The absolute truth must come from within. Your heart knows the way, your heart knows the truth. And if you find something that you look at, and instead of being completely hypnotized by what you are seeing over the years, have a look, stop, turn the bloody thing off, and have a look within yourself and find your own truth. What resonates as truth for you? You know, there are universities, there are and other educational institutions that will have you believe that everything that is peer-reviewed must be believed. Is that true? Go within and ask your heart if that is true. With anything, go within and ask if your heart is true. Because I will say, everything, every single thing that we have on this earth has been compromised on every level, so that you will not rely on your own source for truth. No, the beings that have controlled this earth for so long do not want your sovereignty. They do not want you to find your sovereignty. They don't want you to find your divinity. They want you connected to them and their matrix type information that is full of lies and total manipulation. So it is up to us whether or not we are going to allow something on an outer level to manipulate us, or are we going to go within, find our own truth and become the sovereign beings that we are supposed to be and that we are also have always been. You know, a lot of people will go on about humans and about, you know, we're inherently evil in some way, and it is absolute bullshit. The only thing, I believe that humans are inherently good. But however, because of our ability to feel and have emotions, we are taught to not trust those emotions. And so also too, because we have these emotions and our intellect, all of it can be manipulated by outside sources. And that is the one weakness of the human being. But if you can somehow override all of those technologies and that AI that has been infiltrating our structures for a millennia, then you can find your organic true self in your heart center and always feel your emotions. Your emotions are your greatest gift and must always, always be acknowledged, felt, understood, and allowed to have a say and have allowed to, you know, take you to where it is that it needs to go. Any of those emotions need to go. But always make sure that your emotions come from a true place within yourself, and ask yourself whether or not you are being manipulated by an outside source. And, you know, in doing that, we are becoming our own heroes. You know, we don't need heroes. The establishment, as I would put it, will have you believe that there are others out there who have superhuman strengths or superhuman, like sports stars or whatever, and that they set them up as heroes. Biggest load of bullshit out. You are your own hero. Every single person has superhuman qualities that you have really not recognized within yourself, because you've allowed, and all of us have allowed, ourselves to be told that we're less than somehow. And also too, by placing superhuman people in front of us, saying you'll never ever get there. Place all your trust and all your emotions and devotion to this hero that we are have put up as someone that you can aspire to and will never achieve. Absolute rubbish. You have your own inner superhuman abilities that you know that you don't know anything about. So tap in. I think at the moment we're all being asked to go within and find the truth of who we are through our emotions, through our heart center. And I think that's the key thing for this whole week, is to start to pull away from the manipulations of the outside matrix world and start to become, you know, your own hero, and to listen to your own being, because you are your greatest hero. You have superhuman abilities that you didn't even know existed. You are a sovereign entity, and you need to actually realize that about yourself. We all do.